Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mark Brantley, is currently engaged in a flurry of meetings in Morocco promoting areas for investments in the Federation. At an early morning business breakfast held during the Atlantic Dialogues in Morocco, Minister Brantley engaged with business leaders from across the Atlantic Basin. He identified renewable energy, tourism, and travel and property development as areas that hold enormous potential. Minister Brantley underscored that the Federation's high levels of education and geographic proximity to key markets in the hemisphere make the Federation a strategic choice for investment opportunities in the Americas. The corporate interaction also touched on the proliferation of plurilateral trade agreements such as the Trans-Pacific Partnership and the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership and the implications for the global trading system. Minister Brantley broadened the conversation by noting that for St. Kitts and Nevis, trade in services is the chief concern. He indicated that since the Federation's economy is service-dominated, that St. Kitts and Nevis is repositioning itself to take advantage of investment flows that may result from such agreements. Minister Brantley was joined at the business breakfast by Brazil's Minister of Finance, the Honorable Joachim Levy, Managing Director at Deloitte Hendrik Dishmaker, and a Senior Advisor at Chevron, Dr. Alison Hines, among others. The New River Farmers Cooperative Society is embarking on a project that will, on completion, see the restoration of the New River Spring and the improvement of the water supply to their farms. The project was launched on Saturday during an official ceremony. Merla Isles is the society's president.
It is reported by farmers that during the rainy season, at least 10,000 gallons of water are lost into the gut. There is a natural forming pool within the spring, which retain at least 20,000 gallons of water. With the successful implementation of the project, most, if not all of this water will be channeled to the pipe network. The objective is to rehabilitate a long-standing water source as a conservation measure of reduced flooding, while at the same time increase water flow for irrigation purposes. The expected results are the reduction of flooding, increased crop, improving conservation of water source via drip irrigation. To our farmers, you have decided that the cooperative is the way to go, and you are the most important link. Thank you for making this rehabilitation project a reality.
According to project manager Floyd Liebert, the project, which will be done in 3 phases within the next 2 weeks, will involve the laying of more than 6,000 feet of 4-inch mains.
It is a project that comes on stream at a time when drought is the norm. And farmers in New River has been suffering over the years about the delivery of water. Someone would turn off this tap and turn off that, and the poor water supply on their plot. So we are hoping that by having this 6,625 feet of piping, that we'll be able to deliver a more reliable service to the farmers in New River, to benefit the farmers in New River and Nevis on a whole.
Partnering with the New River Farmers Cooperative Society are the Ministries of Agriculture and Communications.
This milestone that the Agriculture Department has put forward is nothing new and is one where we hope to give them as much support in, and is something that I would like to see be successful. I would also like to say on behalf of the Ministry of Communications and Works that we would endorse this important initiative. I would just like to congratulate all those who would have worked hard to get this project to fruition.
The Honorable Alexis Jeffers attended Saturday's launch in his capacity of Minister of Agriculture. He put into context the importance of the project.
We have our little part to play here on the island of Nevis in that as the world population continues to grow, we have to ensure that we're able to feed our own people, because larger countries are going to be feeding their people first before they can even think about exporting to our small island. And I know the factors of production are not as great here on St. Kitts and Nevis, or in particular Nevis, in terms of land, capital, labor. We don't have it on that large scale here as many other larger countries. But we can certainly utilize those resources, however small they are, to ensure that we can sustain ourselves here on the island of Nevis. And that is why this project, in terms of what it would do to agriculture here in New River, is important. And I am hoping that when this is seen or when this is rebroadcast, that other entities here on the island, including other cooperatives here on the island, would see it fit to emulate the folks here at New River to ensure that we can have this effect throughout the island where everyone is leaning on each other and ensuring that all of us can grow together as an island.
Minister Jeffers also used the opportunity to thank National Coordinator Eilis Watts of the Global Environment Facility's Small Grants Program, which is providing the funding for the New River Spring Restoration Project. In a joint effort with the NIA's Minister of Health, the Honorable Mark Bantley, St. Kitts and Nevis's High Commissioner in London, Dr. Kevin M. Isaac, has made a donation of wheelchairs, walkers, and crutches to the Alexandra Hospital. Minister Bantley has referred to the donation as generous and timely, and says the donation of 18 walkers with wheels, 5 self-propelled wheelchairs, and 10 pairs of crutches will assist the Ministry of Health in carrying out its mandate of providing quality health care to all. Minister Bantley commends His Excellency High Commissioner Isaac for demonstrating such generosity and caring, adding that it is a signal that citizens in the diaspora continue to contribute significantly to the land of their birth. He says the Nevis Island administration thanks His Excellency and looks forward to further initiatives to advance the cause of healthcare on the island. Given that the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis holds responsibility within the Quasi-CARICOM Cabinet for Health and Social Development, the High Commissioner, His Excellency Isaac, has been giving priority attention to the increasing incidence of non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, strokes, and cancer in St. Kitts and Nevis. Consequently, the High Commissioner has sought to raise funds in the United Kingdom to support national government initiatives to bring relief to the persons with these diseases. In November 2014, High Commissioner Isaac launched his third collection of poems, Breakfast with My Fathers, and donated the proceeds to further support these initiatives. In addition to the donation to the Ministry of Health in Nevis, High Commissioner Isaac made a similar donation to the Ministry of Health in St. Kitts for the Joseph and France General Hospital and monetary contributions to the St. Kitts Diabetes Foundation and the St. Kitts and Nevis Breast Cancer Patients Assistance Fund. Still to come,
we look forward to a wonderful festival on Friday. There'll be lots of different things for the children to do. We have a parade that starts in downtown Charleston and then proceeds to the ETW Stadium.
The details after this break.
Hey, you know it's your groovy soca monarch king, your boy Speedy, and I'm here with the Inland Revenue Department, and I love my side dish. And guess what? I also love Nevis too. And as a responsible taxpayer, your tax dollars help to build our nation. So I'm here to tell you, pay your taxes on time and be a responsible citizen. And don't get me wrong, it's a serious song. I pay my taxes. Boom!
Welcome back. The Nevis Renal Society yesterday, Monday, November 2nd, made donations to dialysis patients Faith Jeffers, Eric Freeman, and Shelma Brooks to help to defray the costs of their ongoing treatment. Member Marilyn Holliday presented the checks on behalf of the Nevis Renal Society to representatives of the dialysis patients. Accepting on behalf of Faith Jeffers was Marilyn Jeffers. Sophia Brooks accepted on behalf of Shelma Brooks, while Miriam Freeman accepted on behalf of Eric Freeman. They expressed thanks to the Nevis Renal Society for its generous donation.
And I want to thank you all. May the Lord continue to bless you all, protect you, and all that you are doing. In the name of Jesus, I say thank you.
On behalf of Shelma Brooks, we would like to say thank you, and we greatly appreciate it.
And I thank you all very much for donating this check in help for Eric.
Speaking on behalf of the Nevis Renal Society was President Alexa Pemberton.
We at the Renal Society, we continue to do all in our power and in our strength to provide moral support and financial assistance whenever our finances allow it. So we are appealing to the general public, please to support all our initiatives and all our efforts. And for those persons who are willing to donate and have the means to donate, we are accepting donations at any time.
Also present were Vice President of the Nevis Renal Society, Sherilyn Pemberton, and member Brendelyn Fifield. Meantime, the Nevis Renal Society will host its 4th annual gala dinner and dance at the Occasions Events Center on Saturday, November 7th at 6:30 p.m. Tickets can be purchased from any member of the Nevis Renal Society. The theme for this year's gala is "Are Your Kidneys Healthy? Get Tested." The Department of Education, in collaboration with One World Schoolhouse Foundation, will this Friday, November 6th, wrap up its activities for International School Libraries Month with a first-of-its-kind all-day activity, which it has dubbed the Rainforest of Reading Festival. Richard Clues and Sonia White are the co-founders of One World Schoolhouse Foundation.
What we're trying to do is develop a sense of community and a sense of pleasure in the acquisition of the stories. The festival itself comes after approximately 2.5 weeks of reading the stories in the schools around Nevis, and by coming together we celebrate literacy and we celebrate the journey that has been undertaken and will continue, one hopes. This is an annual event, and we look forward to a wonderful festival on Friday. There'll be lots of different things for the children to do.
Education officer responsible for literacy development, Teres Doa, says the children need many opportunities to interact with books. Hence, the department's decision to partner with One World Schoolhouse Foundation to host the festival.
We'll be gathering at the Artisan Village for 8:30. There will be children from all of the primary schools here on Nevis, from the grades 3, 4, and 5. And once we have gathered and the children have registered, we'll march through the streets of Charlestown and culminate at the ETW Park, where, as Mr. Clues mentioned, the children will participate in quite a number of fun activities. And just to give you an idea, there'll be storytelling, word search, games, craft, very interactive, very fun, and it's all based around literacy. We applaud and embrace this golden opportunity as it provides rich, fun, interactive ways for our children to learn to love books, to love reading.
The Rainforest of Reading Festival is an extension of the Nevis Reads Readathon that took place during October, allowing students to raise funds for their school libraries. School Libraries Coordinator Londa Brown says the 12 books which will be featured and depicted by various schools at Friday's festival would have been among those read by the students.
Charlestown Primary, because they have a larger number, they will be doing 3 books, and what they will have to do is choose some aspect of the book to depict for the audience in the parade. And the books that they have been given were the Mr. Circleman, the Nutmeg Princess, and Peter's Pixie. Then VOJN, Violet O. Jeffels Nichols Primary School, will do Bruno and the Bees. Gift Days will be done by Elizabeth Pemberton Primary. Stanley's Little Sister will be done by Ivor Walters Primary. The Matatu will be done by St. James Primary. Ella's Umbrella by Joycelyn Liebert Primary. Jack the Bear by St. Thomas's Primary. Today Maybe will be done by Montessori Academy. Maud Cross Preparatory will do Be Yourself, and Nevis Academy and Cicely Brown Integrated, because of their numbers, they will join together and do Wishes.
Meantime, the Department of Education is asking parents to give their assistance in order to make the event a success.
If you're off on Friday, 6 November, we ask you to give your name to the school so that you can work with us as a volunteer, because we do need the help at the booths. We want to ensure that all children are able to participate in the various activities we have planned, but we do need adult supervision, and so we appeal to you, come on out on Friday, 6 November once you have the day off, or if you can ask for the time off and join us. We would like to see you there, and we encourage you to continue reading with your children and encourage them to continue loving books.
At Friday's Rainforest of Reading Festival, author of Mr. Circleman Cynthia Grenyan, as well as the authors of Today Maybe, Dominique Demers and Gabriel Grimard, will be on hand to interact with the students. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.